answers? I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel, blasting out of the bunker, zero dark 30 into the night and past an ambulance. It's the Prepared Mind channel. I want to welcome everyone on X. And folks on X, if you're new, figure out how to get into that comment section. In fact, I think Uman's going to do something about that this afternoon. And speaking of afternoon broadcasts, I've got to apologize for my absence yesterday. Kids, don't get in fights. Your teeth later will thank you for it. Instead of falling out of your head, I had a tooth filling in it just fall out because, well, you know, shit happens. Anyways, yeah, a big chip came out of the tooth and it was cutting my face up. In any event, I'm fixed now. I'm back. I'm ready to roll. And who the hell is steering this boat is the question I want to know. Who's in charge of this boat? Joe Biden tries granting again student debt loans forgiveness type thing. 150,000 former students. He's got 6 days left in office. He's already lost at least two court cases, serious court, being challenged for giving other people's debt. Look, if you're going to forgive people's debt, you've got to forgive everyone debt. And if I don't have any debt, you don't have any debt, we should get a cash equivalent. And if you're going to forgive debt, it's got to be a round amount, whether it's 50,000 or 100,000 or 150. It's just so. Anyways, there is no fairness when it comes to, well, us. But that's not the extent of the lawless, brainless, hopeless, helpless, heartless stuff going on out of Washington, D.C. There's 6 days left before January 20th, right? And the FBI comes out. They're ready. They're going to deploy 25,000 federal agents, officers, troops, 25,000. But they claim there's no real threat against Trump. Oh, you mean, is that like the no real threat against Trump at Butler County? Is that like the real, there's no real threat against Trump at the golf course? That FBI? That fucking FBI? The same FBI who Christopher Wray, the leader, the head, the director of the FBI says, it's probably a piece of his, it's probably a piece of his, it's probably a piece of his teleprompter that went into his ear and cut him while he's got his ear facing the crowd behind him. Somehow the teleprompter in front of him exploded. The piece went through the air, boomeranged 180 degrees, and then hit Trump in the head at the speed of a bullet. But there was no bullet. I mean, this is the FBI making that kind of shit up. Christopher Wray. What is this, the fucking magic bullet 2.0? Okay, it's just incredible. Incredible what Christopher Wray said. And now the FBI, not Wray, some other jackass who looks like a fucking FBI actor, comes out and says, there's no real credible threats against the president-elect, but we're going to have 25,000 people ready. I guess everyone forgot what happened on January 6th, back in 2021. I will not be attending Trump's inauguration. We're going to have a private ceremony at my bunker. He's going to show up. He's going to get in his Air Force One and fly down, deploy in his Trump shitmobile to blend into the community and come hang in the bunker with me. Who's in charge of this fucking ship, right? Biden is out continuing to tell whoppers. And when I say whoppers, I'm not talking burgers, I'm talking lies. The man is the consummate lying sack of God. I mean, again, he lied during the 1988 Democrat presidential primary and was lampooned and kicked out. You're done. You're not going to be a presidential candidate anymore for lying. He never stopped lying, exaggerating, bullshitting. And he's continuing to do it, continuing to lie. I'm leaving the White House with the economy in the best shape it's ever been. And who the hell told him that that was true? That that was even remotely the case? That things are good enough you can exaggerate? Joe, look, man, it's not perfect, but look, just tell them it is, and they'll believe it, man. Where's the fucking evidence for that? Legacy department stores, Macy's, shutting down locations. Modern department store types, Kohl's, shutting down stores. Unbelievable. Well, believe it, it's real. And they want to claim that the economy is great. It's the great, really. And our nearly, she was nearly elected president because of lying, because of cheating, because of Democrat bullshit, because of outside influence. I'm not talking Russia. I'm talking George Soros, World Economic Forum, bankers, European politicians. They almost elected a full-blown frickin' Marxist, Kamala Harris, a racist, lying scumbag, Kamala Harris. She tried talking to the California victims, right, to California, and delivered a beautiful word salad to the table. I mean, when she gets done speaking, you just scratch your head like, what did she say? I don't know what she said. She was talking, her mouth was moving, noises were coming out, but she didn't say anything. I mean, that's every time I have to listen to that stupid bitch. We have to be unburdened by what once was. That's poetic Marxist communist murder talk. And she was almost president. The Democrats forced, shoehorned that evil, vile bitch at us. Wow. And speaking of California, my once former state, my former home state. This is awful what's happening there. Again, awful. You know, I live in Florida. Florida is my adopted state now. I love Florida, but it's visited with disasters. But California had tsunami threats and literal volcano threats, but it has often earthquakes, flooding, fires. So it's really got a lot of mess going on there. And you need actual real political leadership. You need real, plans and stuff to take care of the state. Not that shit. But that's all the world gets is these fucked up Democrats, literally. And don't worry, in California, Joe Biden is doing better than he did for the other states. He's going to give Californians $770. I mean, the rest of the country got $750, but he's giving California $770. There you go, California. He's like that. He's like that great grandfather. When I was a kid, you could buy a sack of candy for a penny, and by golly, you could have a good time for the whole week on a nickel. So he thinks giving $770 is probably going to repair everyone's houses. This fucking clown. but let's send billions and billions and billions and then send more billions to Israel, to Ukraine, to NATO, to every other country on the planet that's asking for some handouts. Can we have some money? Folks, chance favors the prepared mind. You see what's coming. Are you